The Voting Rights Act, which we're celebrating today, was a real game changer in American democracy. It really made sure that the promise of voting was available to all. But the reason we're here specifically today isn't just to celebrate the Voting Rights Act. We're here also to educate and motivate and activate people around the state around issues of voting and inclusion and participation. The theme for this evening is Stay Restless. That theme comes from language in a letter from a Minnesota congressman in 1965 who was writing to his constituent about why he was going to support the Voting Rights Act. Yes, we should celebrate. Yes, we should be proud of what we accomplished, but we can't just sit back. There are too many barriers out there and too many people who either don't vote or don't believe they have the ability to vote, and that's what we're up against, and that's what we've got to combat. During the panel discussion, we heard about the barriers that still exist, whether it's the person who lives on an Indian reservation in Greater Minnesota, whether it's the person who is young and a student and is surrounded with people who think that voting doesn't matter, that politicians don't care, that the issues aren't speaking to them, or whether it's someone from an immigrant community who talks about language and other barriers, or someone from the disability community that talks about how there are real accessibility issues. I think we heard that though we should be happy about the Voting Rights Act and what it accomplished in this country, there really is still more to do on a day-to-day basis, and we can't forget that. If everyone leaves this event feeling restless and staying restless, we're going to accomplish that goal in Minnesota and beyond. You know, a while ago I saw a t-shirt that really spoke to me, and the t-shirt said, "Failure to vote is not an act of rebellion, it's an act of surrender." And that is so true. While it's tempting not to vote, either out of frustration or because it takes too long or it's inconvenient, in the end, everyone's got to do their best to make sure they vote and that they use that vote as their voice, because that's what it is. And that's what we're about tonight and going on into the future.